In the sneaker system, sneaker-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious sneaker felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Sneaker Unit. These are their stories.
What's good, folks? Once again, it's the man, the myth, the legend himself, back with another video. Bringing you another video on some what? Dope kicks. So without further ado, you already know how we do. But do you see what type of box this is? But you know how we start. And if you're new to the channel, this is how it goes. It's the genie in the box, the genie in the box, the what? The genie in the box. And as you can hear, it's some texture on this box. This box has some texture. So it's even better to get the little scratching. But yeah, man, this is, as you can see, it's a box that looks like a brick. And of course, finally we hit on a special Nike collab. Finally, brick by brick, Nike Air Jordan, however you want to say it, Air Jordan collab with Nigel Sylvester. Brick by brick, that's what these are. And here's the box. So as always, I like to show you the box just in case somebody tries to sell you fakes. So as you can see, it says Air Jordan 4 Retro OGSP, and has the size on there, obviously, got the barcode and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's got this Bike Air on there instead of Nike Air, and it's what they call debossed. Boom, that means it goes in, right? It goes in, it has the little effects on it to make it look like it's embedded in there, right? So you got that. On the back side, you got the Jumpman logo on the back and on the front. Same thing, same type of thing. It's pressed in, right? Then, on the bottom, you got some writing and everything, all the Nike stuff, just do it, all that good stuff. Nike Air Soul, Nike Air, Jumpman, Air Max, all these Air Zoom, all these logos on here. Right on the back there, right up here, right? And of course, it got the little ashy looking brick right here and all that. We're gonna get right into it, folks. We ain't gonna take too long on this one. You got the pull tab right here in the front, right? Pull tab. I already took them out of the plastic and all that, so you could just get right to it. So as you can see on the inside, you see the Bike Air. See how it's pressed? See now, you got embossed and debossed. Now this side is embossed, it's coming out. And the other way is going in, right? So that's that, right? So typical orange color on the inside of the box, like how it is on most Air Jordan 4 boxes. So it's like basically an Air Jordan 4 box, instead of the top being black and the bottom having that cement print. You know, it's a brick. It's a brick. So you got that, right? So we got and these are the individual plastic bags each sneaker comes in, and they actually have air holes in them, so I guess they don't sweat them down too much. This is what each sneaker is individually wrapped in, and they have these little markers in here, I guess if you want to say sensors in each bag. So that way I guess they tell you, yo, if you got fades, how you'll know. And then of course it's wrapped in this, both sneakers is wrapped in this. So that way, it's like a brick, like a pallet of bricks. See what I'm saying? And it's Velcro. So it goes right on there, just like that. Nice, telling you, storytelling on this is insane. He really sold us. And on the inside of this box, it says Go. Everything on Go is the website where he sells his merch and stuff. And that's where I got these from. I didn't even try on sneakers because I hit on his website, which was good. So that means I didn't have to try on Sneakers app. The Sneakers app hasn't been too kind to me for a long time. So good. So we got that. Put this over here. Nice textured box, man. This box is nice. Nice touch. It's gonna look different when you put them next to the rest of your sneakers in the closet or wherever you put them. If you still use boxes, because y'all know everybody want to use, well, not everybody, but people want to use clear cases and all that. I was gonna bring out another pair of my 4s just so you can see the difference in the premium quality of these in comparison. But if you got 4s already, you should know. And I got other videos on my Jordan 4 that you can look at and tell. But just off top, you smell these, the smell is strong. Kind of smell like the foams a little bit. When the foams come out, they had that high, that smell like nail polish, like that. Had that smell kind of sort of. Inside one shoe has the extra laces, which, I mean, I guess you could say these are kind of off-white. I wouldn't say exactly cream, but they're not like a bright white. You know what I'm saying? It could be sail or whatever, but whatever they want to name the color of the laces. But when you put them next to them sneakers, they look white. And if this little box says shoelaces on the front, and of course on the back of it says move to 0, and of course there's the Jumpman on the box and the Jumpman back here, and it has all these little writings that are debossed in the box, right? Boom, extra laces. And then of course on the sneaker itself, you have the red or cinnamon, what do you call it? Call it cinnamon, right? Firewood orange, sail, Cinnabar, orange Boise. Yeah, so firewood orange, sail, Cinnabar, whatever. That's the color you want to call it. But it's the color of bricks. So there's the toes, right? Here go the heels. Look at the heels, right? And then here go the, you already know how I do it, the medial and lateral sides. Lateral, medial. Lateral's the outside, medial's the inside, right? Got that? Then, of course, look at the top as you see it as you're wearing it, top down, right? And then, of course, the bottoms. We got all that. Then I'm going to take one of these out so you can see the insole as well. I like to show y'all everything. A little in-depth review, man. Show you the insole. Insole. It's pretty nice. Look at that. Man. It says go. Because once again, I'll tell you, everything is a go is his website. And the other one says the same exact thing, just in the opposite direction. Go is going this way, goes going the other way on the other one. So that's that. Look pretty nice. Dream Cell. That's what it says. Dream Cell on the back. That's the type of insole this is. It's nice, man. Nice, and this is nice. I'm telling you. Like I said, it's so rare that I hit on anything on these, you know, outside, like other apps, you know, EQL, all that stuff. Like, and I don't even really try for too many sneakers, really. I just, every now and again, I see something that's different. I might mess with it, but kind of slowed way down on even copping kicks. But still a sneaker connoisseur either way, man. So on the back of this tongue, it says Jordan Biking Company 2017. Jordan Biking Company. So maybe that's the date when they started dealing with Nigel Sylvester, who is a New Yorker, who's from Queens. He's a professional BMX biker, but he doesn't compete in competitions though, just so you know that. But it's crazy. I had this Echo shirt for a minute too, and it's so crazy how it kind of almost matches. Almost, but it's close enough. It's a bike, and it's a bike chain, so it works. I can rock this until I get me a dedicated shirt to rock with it, but I like this shirt with it too, so that's why I put it on, so you guys can see how you match it up, you know what I'm saying? Everything got to be this color red, you know, get the midsole color too. So just telling you, I put the flash on so people can see the 3M, so hopefully y'all can see the 3M. This whole netting, everything on the netting, where you see the net, is 3M, or the cage as we like to call it. It's 3M, so hopefully you can see all that. Hopefully you can see it. And if not, I'm gonna drop a picture at the end of the video so you can see the 3M anyway. On both of the back of the tongues, it says Jordan Biking Company 2017. And they don't come with dedicated shoe trees, it's just paper, as you saw me take this out. All right, so you got that in there, paper. When I tell you this interior is so plush, man, and I don't know how they feel on the bottom in comparison wise, comfort wise to, let's just say, the Jordan SB ones. A lot of people been saying that those are way more comfortable on the bottom. I don't know. I don't have a pair, and I haven't hit any raffles to get a pair. So, yeah, if you have both pairs, I mean, I guess you could make the comparison. But for me, just looking at this in comparison to the regular Jordan 4, it's a lot of features that I could say is premium and plush. So as we see, the suede or nubuck, you can brush your finger across it, and of course it changes color, so you know that's premium, right? Brush your finger, premium. Look at that. Hopefully y'all can see that, right? Brush your finger across it. You got the textured toe box, right? It kind of feels very, very rigid, right? It's kind of like sandpaper in a sense. That's how it feels. And I guess that's to protect you when you're riding a bike, you know, the sneaker, the front of the sneaker, so it don't get messed up, which is good. If you choose to use them for biking, right? Because we know Jordan 4s are a basketball sneaker, but, you know, collab, switch it over to a biking sneaker. And then we have the mini swoosh, which I love the mini swoosh. The mini swoosh is just so dope, man. I don't know. Some people might not like it. I like it. I think it's a nice touch to change it up. And of course, we put the Bike Air on the back instead of Nike Air. Bike Air instead of Nike, but the Nike's on the bottom, right? Also, we got the Flight on the tongue. Nice premium tongue tag with the Flight and the Jumpman logo. This nubuck is all over the sneaker. This inside here is nice and plush and soft. Same thing on the inside collar in here. Inside the inside collar of the sneaker is nice and soft material, nice and padded as well. This little piece here is not stiff like the regular Jordan 4s. It's flimsy, you know, as you can see. It bends very easy. It's not stiff. Same thing on these parts, as people call these the wings, right? These are nice and soft as well. It's not as rigid as the regular Jordan 4s. And I got a pair of Jordan 4s that I customized to Tiffany. And this thing here, because they were the military boot 4s originally, this thing already broke off. Like, this broke off. You know, it's crazy. Because I guess, you know, after, you know, I guess, I'm going to call it dry rot, but I guess over time the material is so stiff, you know, it just snapped off. So, yeah, that's all for one of my Jordan 4s. But, yeah, man, these are pretty nice materials. Midsole, same color, like I said, the brick color. You got the air bubble in there. You see all that straight through. The bottom here is what we call gum sole, because you can see through it, right? Little gum sole, see through, but it's only on this middle portion, because the toe and the heel is solid, like rubber outsole, right? And of course, the traction pad and the herringbone, you already know that, right? Typical Jordan 4s, like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it, just show y'all the details that's different from a regular Jordan 4. Some people been wearing these laces with them. Some people rocking this laces in them. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to see how the white look, or the sail, whatever color you want to call it, and then go from there. But these are dope, man. Like I said, I like a little switch up like that, man. Like, I would like to get a pair of the SB ones just so I can see the comfort difference. So a lot of people say Jordan 4s, you wear them too long and then they start to hurt your feet. Everybody's foot comfort is different. Everybody's foot is different. So what might be comfortable to one person definitely could be uncomfortable to somebody else. But I can wear Jordan 4s no problem. They don't bother me. I have a flatter foot. They don't bother me, really. But these are pretty nice in person. I haven't put them on yet to see how they feel on foot. But once I do, definitely I can do a follow-up video to tell y'all what the comfort, in my opinion, feels like. And maybe even do a contrast and comparison video as well. Got rid of some of the music in the beginning of the video, like I usually would do intro music. Got rid of that because I don't want to do the copyright thing with YouTube, so I want to see how the video does without no copyright music and see how the views go on that. But if you're new to the channel, if you haven't seen my videos before, go back, watch some of the older videos, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. like I said, man, just wanted to give you a quick video, show you what these looking like. I know a lot of people have done them already. Mine's literally just got here today. I would say it almost took 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks for them to arrive from the time the day of they released order-wise and the time they shipped. I would say it almost took a week shipping-wise. Tomorrow would have been a week from the day they said it shipped. But otherwise, like I said, everything came in good. The box was nice and tight, double boxed. Everything was good. Like I said, everything's on go at the website. It's Nigel Sylvester's website, and it. Like I said, I'm surprised I hit on it, and it came in and everything. So it's a good process. EQO. If you ever used it or never used it, it works. I mean, it's the first time I hit on it, and I've used it numerous times before, so it's pretty easy. And they let you know before Sneakers app if you won the raffle or not. So that way, if you didn't win, then you can actually try on sneakers, and so you have to buy the same sneaker twice if you hit on the EQL. So they let you know ahead of time. But these, like I said, man, these are pretty good, man. Like I said, the tongue is nice and soft, plush materials. That's one of the biggest things I see already. And then, like I said, the inside collar, nice and soft. I love the way the suede. This is one of my favorite things. The suede nubuck is just, you brush your finger across it, and you know it's premium. That's when you know it's that cheap stuff. So like I said, I always tell people, man, Nike, they pick and choose when they want to use good quality on stuff, man. Just looking at the back heels and trying to see any flaws. You might see a little stitch and flaw here. It looks a little uneven right there. It's not perfect. You expect perfect kicks. You know what I'm saying? You be freaking looking for kicks that don't exist. You're trying to look for perfect. Because these things are man-made or factory-made by humans and people and machines. So, I don't really look at nothing crazy like that. Just want to wear the sneaker and just get a chance to check them out and wear them and, match up dope outfits and things like that. And plus, like I said, Nigel Sylvester from New York. NYC all day, baby. You already know how we do. That's why I had to. And don't forget, had to show him with the New York right there too. Had to show it to him. That's Side Collective, though. Hopefully y'all can see that. See them shorts. Side Collective joint, right? Black-owned brand. Support the black brand. Had to wear that, you know what I'm saying? Match up with the New York fitted and all that. But as always, thank you for watching. Follow my Instagram, SHA Fitness _tattoo art, and CMDDOS on PlayStation Network or Twitter, in case you want to get a game in. And of course, we got the artwork here for sale. You know what I'm saying? Got plenty more artwork for sale. If you want to get some artwork, you want to get some personal training, you want to get a tattoo, just hit me up on Instagram. Remember, SHA Fitness _tattoo art. That's pretty much it, y'all. Peace.